It's a new day. It's not same shit, different toilet. It is a new day. And I know we live in a world where there's so much fucking chaos that we're just fed with so much fear, and all we have to do is just to worry, because it seems like the responsible thing to do. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for forgetting your power. Forgive yourself for believing in something you don't want to believe in. Forgive yourself for feeling these emotions that you don't want to feel, but you have no reason and understanding why you feel them. Well, today you're gonna learn, why is it that you feel the way that you do? Why is it that you do what you do? Why is it that you are not who you want to be? And how to forgive yourself in order to allow yourself to be who you're truly meant to be. I'm getting there. I suck at balancing, but I'm trying to get there. I can't go that low. I can't go that low. Beautiful beings, welcome back on another episode of Embracing the Essential Series with your homegirl, Brittany Fontanez. On this channel, I speak about spirituality with compassion, emotional awareness with love. I do guided readings for each zodiac sign. I am an intuitive shaman healer and a reader, and I talk about things I feel need to be talked about because our divine right to know more than what we have been told. Because it's time that we awaken and come together. Hence, AwakenOne. Together we rise. It's time that we rise. It's time that we embrace the changes, the time that right now is happening. You know, forgiveness is required in order to allow blessings to come in. Forgiveness is required in order to see the blessing that you are. Forgiveness of the world is required in order to understand rather than resent. You know, I realized upon my journey, my heart was so bitter and I was so stuck. I was so lost. And this is for the lost souls who have forgotten the reason why they exist, who have forgotten the whole reason of existence is remembrance. I want you to forgive yourself today. Forgive yourself for worrying about the future. Forgive yourself for not letting go of the past. Forgive yourself for forgetting the present. Because today, I just wanna be that reason why you choose to forgive yourself. Because we live in a world where it's ruled by the dictatorship of making sure that we feel like we're nothing. Because what happens when we feel like we're nothing? We act like nothing. And then we treat everything else like nothing. And what does that represent? No life in itself. And when there's no life in anything or anyone, what the fuck are we? Why do we exist? We literally tell source, universe, divinity, there's no reason for me to be here. So I don't know why you created me. You know, it's pointless. It's pointless that I'm here. And a lot of us think that's okay to think that. And a lot of us are questioning, why the fuck are we given this life? And we think life is against us. What if you were taught to go against yourself? What if you were taught to forget yourself? What if you were taught to believe that your worth is based on money, based on a job, based on what people think about you, based on what society is telling you to be? What if I told you this whole system was created just for you to kill yourself while you're alive? That hurts. That hurts. To think that you don't have the right to fight for your happiness. To think that you don't have the right to fight for your smile. You know, I love irritating people. And I mean that in a good way. Because I like being happy on purpose. I like seeing the good when there's fucking chaos. Don't get me wrong, I have my pity parties. Don't get me wrong, I get sad. I get angry. I get pissed. I get fucking annoyed. Shit, we're human. But that's the thing. People think spirituality is all about being happy and being a bit goody two shoes. No. Spirituality is about being honest, realistic, vulnerable, authentic. I like being the one that brings joy. Not because I believe I have to keep the peace. It's because I want peace. There's a huge difference. So if I want peace, what makes you think I don't want others to have peace? What makes you think I don't want this world to have peace? I choose to love because I choose to forgive. I choose to forgive the dictatorship of the inorganic ones, of the ones who think they're in authority, of the ones who think they have the right to tell us how we should believe and what should we eat and how we should dress or how we should look or how we deem who we are, the definition of our existence. No. I forgive them. I forgive my traumas, my pain. I forgive myself for allowing me to continuously suffer. Forgive yourself today for the missed opportunities, for that love you didn't go and get again. Forgive yourself for not picking up that phone call from someone you loved so much that one morning because you were still hurt. Forgive yourself for not reaching out to someone and the next day they took their life or they died. Forgive yourself for staying where you don't want to be at a job. Forgive yourself for staying safe and not believing in your dreams. Forgive yourself. Forgive. Forgive. You know why? Because there is no reason for you to hold that bitterness into your heart. Because guess what you do? When you don't forgive thyself, you can never forgive another. And when you can't forgive another, you can never forgive life. And when you can't forgive life, all you're doing is holding yourself back from living life. Forgive. I feel like I'm doing poetry right now. Forgive. Forgive yourself for what you still hold on to in your heart because you tried to define the pain that you feel. Forgive yourself for defining yourself based on thinking that the story that you made yourself believe in, that you're not worthy. So therefore you have to defend that story by continuously to choose suffering rather than happiness. Forgive yourself if you don't know how to love yourself. For you don't know how to make yourself happy. I want to let you in on something that I recently learned, and I think it's the most beautiful thing that it will change everyone's life, especially yours. You know, we live in a world where we were taught to abandon self, but we were taught to seek things outside of us to fulfill self. And we come onto this earth by ourselves. Not even with fucking clothes, man. We butt ass naked. But we come with a soul, with a heart, with a unique love that is divine. I want to share something with you. Happiness is like a dark room. When you stop seeking love, when you stop seeking, filling that void with substances, with drinking, with smoking, with sex, with hanging out with people you don't want to hang out with gossiping, with judging, with the job, with working, with sleeping, with trying to avoid that emptiness you feel. Trying to avoid it and trying to fill it in the most toxic manners. Because when we don't choose to feel our emotions ripple into toxic patterns that are not beneficial for our higher self. So the best thing I could share with you to learn to forgive yourself is to stop seeking happiness outside of you and start realizing that how can I find happiness within? And here's how I want to share with you how you can find happiness within. It's gonna take some time. Of course, everything. Well, it doesn't take time to heal wounds. It takes you to heal wounds. So, the best thing I could share with you today to learn to forgive yourself is to go within your heart and look at happiness like you're in a dark room. Think of you in your heart. Because a lot of us don't feel with our heart. When we put awareness into our heart, we put energy into our heart. When we put energy into our heart, the electromagnetic field within our heart starts to expand. Hence the love that is meant to be expressed to help you break through and for help you to heal, to let go, to release, and to allow goodness in. So when you put awareness on your heart, it's going to feel dark. It's going to feel, it's going to feel so uncomfortable. When you go in there, it's going to feel like a dark room. But happiness is like you in that dark room trying to find the switch. Trying to find the light switch. And most people who don't want to find their happiness and seek it on the outside, they rather stay in that dark room and cry. Like, I can't find the light. I can't turn it on. I'm gonna lay right here. I'm gonna too scary to go through. It's like going through the basement. You don't want to go through the basement. But you're gonna have to go through that basement. Because you made your inner world a dark valley. And you made the outer world the essence of trying to fulfill an inner world that can't be fulfilled unless you go within and actually rebuild. So, if you are that one who chooses to fight for your happiness, who chooses to fight to find that light switch, and you say, damn, no lover is going to help me do this. No job's going to help me do this. No amount of money is going to help me do this. I want to find it. How can I find it? How can you find that light switch of happiness within you without needing conditions, as in money, people, places, things, traveling, whatever you're doing? How can you find it? By keep seeking it. Keep seeking that source of stability within you. Keep seeking that happiness within you. Keep walking through that darkness. Because it's already bad enough. We want to see the world as a dark place. It's because our inner world feels like a dark place. So I'm here to share with you. If you want to find light, if you want to find love, fight to find that light switch. Forgive yourself for staying in pity for so long. Forgive yourself for wallowing so long. Forgiving takes courage. Forgiving takes a massive amount of love for self, and to say, I deserve more, but I know it starts with me. I forgive myself for thinking I deserve less. I forgive myself for believing in this world that makes me believe I deserve less. And no, when I say world, I say society. I don't talk about Mother Nature. Mother Nature loves you. The universe wants you to be happy. But the universe can't help you unless you help yourself. So it all starts with, how are you going to find that light switch? And you start finding that light switch when you start forgiving that story that you've been telling yourself, that I'm not enough. I'm not worthy. I'm not loving. That person didn't love me. I'm not deserving of love. That job didn't want me. I'm not deserving of wealth. Wealth doesn't come from a job anyways. I can't get what I deserve because everything I tried failed. Forgive yourself for believing that way. And it takes courage to forgive. And the first thing you can start doing when you can help forgive yourself is by realizing you didn't come onto this earth to be unhappy. You came onto this earth to be the alchemist of that unhappiness and turn it into a source of happiness. It's tricky, I know. But that's how you find your power. You find your power in the moments where you lose your power. Because what happens when you lose your power? All you want to do is find it again. And find it again. And find it again. And find it again. So forgive yourself for forgetting yourself. Forgive yourself for abandoning yourself. Because all you have is you. What happens when you're low? Yeah, you got people there. But sometimes when people are there, we don't want them there. But then again, when they go, we're just like, oh, I want you here. But what happens when you're low? What happens when you ain't got no one? Who helps you up? That's right. That inner voice inside of you that inspires you to get the fuck up. You only got you. So forgive yourself for abandoning you and thinking that you aren't enough when you are more than enough. You are the number one priority in this world. When you make that the source of your happiness and your fulfillment, everything outside of you will be a bonus. And that's the whole point. I don't know, I feel like I did a little poetic right up there today. But other than that, you beautiful beings, that's just an activation I want to send you today, just to remind you that today, it's not another day. It's a new day. That God decided to wake you up today. And I want you to choose to fight and love you today. Because it's not about everyone outside of you. It's not about that job. It's not about the money. It's not about the dream. It's about believing that you deserve to be here. And deserve to be and have all that you want. Because if God didn't give you the vision, there wouldn't be no need for you to fulfill it. But if you are given a vision, then only you can fulfill it. Woo. All right, beautiful beings. I love you guys. I send you guys only love. And please start seeing that you are the blessing that you've been seeing.